Hey, what up, dudes? Hunter x Hunter Chapter 3064 is out now. I literally went on the anime page, or the manga page, I'm sorry, and refreshed the fucking page like 300 times in the past hour, and it's finally out now. So now we're gonna watch it, react to it, read it, review it, do all of those things. If you want to skip to the review, though, just click the fucking timestamp on screen and go to the review, because this is gonna be a good-ass chapter, though. I can feel it. It's only 20 pages, though. That's not good. We need more pages, Togashi. Don't troll us. Alright, so let's read this thing. He's one of the first prince's private troops and an official member of the king's army. Even a clear and obvious lie like this could all too easily end up being turned into the truth. As you see, Yoshiro, expectation, and assassin under the name of a bodyguard. Ooh, ho, that's no good here. Yup. So he's just thinking. So then what would happen if we used the self-defense rule to take him out? If we went that route, we'd be imprisoned by the king's army and assassins and, without a doubt, be found guilty. If you come any closer, I'll have to conclude that you're accomplices in the assassination plot of the 14th Prince Wobble, and they'll have to take self-defensive action. Yep. So this guy says yep after every sentence. He's one of those guys, you know those guys who say yep after every sentence? Yep. He wants to leave the queen and the prince together with the last servant and let the next assassin kill them all. As you see, Kurapika without a fucking nose, and Bill. Kurapika looks really weird without a nose, by the way. All in order to complete the scenario: the servant assassin, the prince, the queen, and then killed queen, and then killed herself. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck Bill's saying there. And then it starts with the chapter. All right, Kikukuku, very wise. I take it you are the one that made the emergency call, Kurapika? That's right. As you know, there are a great many things after the prince's life, and based on what we each have to gain in this situation, you're the most dangerous out of all of us. I wouldn't dream of it. Yep. What I'm after here is cooperation, and come here to resolve the problem that stemmed from this room. So how about cooperating with me? And if you do that, I'll spare your lives. Scooby-Doo. No matter what happens to us, we will protect the two of you. That is why we are here. Please, 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 I want to see Bill's Nen power. He looks like kind of dope, so I think he'll have a cool Nen power. Will you trust me, Prince Wobble, Queen Odo? Bah. Bah. I will trust you no matter what happens. So those are the two princes. Boom, he uses his next chain. Smacks into the queen. Drains her. Lady Oto, I am communicating directly to your mind. We are currently connected by Kurapika's ability. I have transferred the right to use Little Eye, which I have been equipped with from Kurapika to you, Lady Oto. Okay, so it's a little dolphin, his extra finger thing. This will be effect until the ability is activated. Presently, the only ones that can see me are Kurapika and yourself. He's attacking the queen. Is this a yes to our cooperation? Where is the other bodyguard? Ooh, he's flying in there with covered in Nen. Shoots the gun. Boom, it doesn't do anything. Bill stops the bullets with his forearm. On top of using his arms in that stance to protect his vitals, he's guarding himself with Nen. I will be able to stop him with just a gun. Air blow. So that's this guy's ability. Air blow. Yep. It didn't work. He's completely covered himself in Nen, and it looks like Kurapika, while Bill distracted him, hit him with the chain. And it looks like he's getting drained of his aura. Boom, squirp. That's the sound that it makes when it enters their body. Is being drained. Stealth Dolphin. By using my index fingers Emperor Time, I can transfer an ability I've taken to someone else, which means I can take another ability using Steel Chain. Gula. You fucking fucks him up. Bill fucks him up. That was a good teamwork. For your attempted assassination on Prince 14th Wobble, I hereby am restraining you. What are you talking about? You are the ones that ignored my warnings and attacked me. I just came here as a royal bodyguard to defend the queen and prince. I will testify. No matter how underhanded tricks you try to using or dirty methods you try to employ, the one that came here after our lives and the one that killed the innocent Sandra was you, Vincent. Do not worry, Queen Oto. If I use my ability, he'll confess to everything on the witness stand on his own. Yeah, dude, that was Kurapika's fucking badass, man. And so is Bill. I like Bill a lot, even though we haven't seen anything from him. He took those bullets like a champ. Crunch. What's wrong? It's poison. He must have had it on one of his back teeth. Make him throw it up. He took it with great conviction and resolve, we're probably too late. Please get it in contact with the royal army. You're gonna hand him over just like that? What about his confession? I know indeed it's unfortunate, but this isn't a case that will get wrapped up in the ship court alone, and unless we can get an immediate arrest on the mastermind with his confession, we need to avoid it. Consider the risk that will arise after having us and the queen appear in court. If the first prince's camp is just watching us carefully, well, we shouldn't make any moves either. Alright, so then looks like now we're going to Prince Benjamin. Let's move the corpse over here. Wait a second. It seems they noticed it. The connection's been lost. The problem here is the enemy's ability. Just a few seconds after the gunshot, he was restrained. If Vincent were able to use his Nen normally, even in a 2 versus 1 situation, it's very hard to believe that he would get overpowered in a matter of seconds. One of the enemies will have some kind of method to render Vincent unable to use his Nen, which forced him to fight back with his gun. Or, on the other hand, it could have been an ability that could extract the confession. The opposite could also be possible. Perhaps he hesitated to use his Nen ability, not wanting to show it to his enemy, and so choose to use his gun. That decision could have backfired and allowed the enemy to restrain him. I will instruct the other soldiers to use their abilities immediately after invoking with the right to self-defense. But what bothers me comes to the enemy's ability. It just doesn't add up. If the enemy is a manipulator, most of the time they require a vocal command to use their abilities, but that wasn't the case. On top of that, Vincent was able to shoot, resist, and poison himself. Is it possible that it was a bluff? If that's true, then why they have already been aware of the monitoring of that time? Yes, but we can't say that ability is a complete lie. Jesus, alright. This guy, I don't know his name, but it's like the Black Minister and Prince Benjamin are talking or something. I don't even know if he's a minister or anything. He's just like some guy that's with, I think he's like one of his advisors or something. But if we consider that he deliberately let us hear him, then the whole interaction comes together clearly. After all, if they lay hints that they have someone with the ability to manipulate humans with them, then they would force us to act cautious and inactive. As far as Vincent choosing to take his own life, well, that's just the kind of man he was. Balls of steel and prepared to die at any minute. Though there's only 2 bodyguards left, and they're unexpectedly loyal to their mission, and they might just possess some troublesome abilities when, you know, it's talking about building Kurapika. How interesting. Bobby Mena, the situation has changed, so the mission must change as well. You will take over Vincent. Yes, sir. So his name is Bobby Mena. Let's see if Bobby Mania can fucking do it. What I am trusting you here with is a mission of the utmost importance. Failure will not be tolerated. Complete this mission even if it costs you your life. Yes, sir. Bobby Mena. Bobby Mena versus Kurapika, WrestleMania 25. 13th Prince Merriam constantly has his pet hamster with him at all times. At the next banquet, I will have 8th Queen auto-activate Sire's ability and try to take control of that hamster. If this works out, this will be the best chance we'll get to learn about the other prince's situations. But there's almost still an entire week left until the next banquet. 1 hour would be 150 days, 24 hours would be 10 years, 1 week. It's not realistic. Queen Auto. I know everything has been thrown into utter chaos right now, but that ability has a time limit on it. So what exactly should I do? The ability is to control small animals is the absolute best suited for scouting work. If you use it, you'll be able to monitor the other prince's actions. The most ideal organisms are flies and mosquitoes. They are able to fly through the air, and being that they are found ordinarily everywhere, they do not arouse any suspicion. If you come across either one of those, immediately issue an order to the dolphin. It will be able to hit the target for you. Kurapika, do you wish to equip me with that power? If you do that, you will learn the details of that power, and you will also be able to use it. Furthermore, you will also be able to use your steel chain again. You'll be killing 3 birds with 1 stone. Indeed, if I equip the dolphin with the ability I stole, then I'll learn all about it and be able to use it at once. But in that case, scenario should arise, and the ability has a very different condition required for activation, then using the ability itself will end up becoming my biggest problem, as I'll be forced to remain in Emperor time. So no, I'm fine for now. That would without a doubt mean any death. For now, let's split up and search the room. Shimano, please answer the phone. Emperor's Time Rule. While activated, every second shortens its user's lifespan by an hour. What? Emperor's Time Rule. While activated, every second shortens the user's life by 1 hour? What? I did not. That's crazy. Alright. It's from the telephone switch operator. Someone sent a message saying they want to speak to you. Who? That's the thing. 3 people sent it at once. The first, Prince Benjamin, the third, Prince Zhang Li, and the 5th prince, Tubeba. Normally, the proper protocol would be respond to them from oldest to youngest, but in this case, the princes get postponed to interrupt as a hostile act. Indeed, they may suspect that we've concluded with the person we first spoke, and even if they deny, there's no proving it. And if you hang up on the princes you've left waiting, that will be a declaration of war. Ding dong! On top of 3 phone calls, 1 visitor, which gets chosen first is a matter of life and death. So that Babebe is at the door. Wow. Wow. What can I say? This was a good chapter. We saw fucking amazing teamwork from Kurapika and Bidu, right? We saw another guy, Vincent, got destroyed by Kurapika and Bill, and so he killed himself. And now we have, I'm gonna get his name again, but it's Babewe or some shit like that. It's on this one. It's Bobby Mana. What kind of names are these, Togashi? Jesus Christ, man. Got a simple name like Bill. Like, Bill was a good name because we can all memorize Bill. You know, he's the bodyguard helper of Kurapika, but fuck. Bobby Mana. And then all the princes' names, I don't even want to get into those. Benjamin, oh, that's a good one. Benjamin's a good one. But then all the other ones are like Cedric and shit like that, which is a cool name and actually very, like, they stand outish, but fuck, man, are they hard to pronounce. So, yeah, we see these people getting up. All these people are plotting against my boy Kurapika, and I don't like that shit because Kurapika is dope. We learned that God Time drains, for every second it's active, it drains the user's life by 1 hour. Also, they gave the mosquito scouting ability to the princess, or to the queen. I think that's what they are. Or she should be a princess, but whatever. They gave it to her, so now she's gonna have to help them, and she's gonna probably be in on the little team there because it's down to Kurapika and Bill, but now they got the queen on her side, and she's holding the other prince. And yeah, I think this is gonna be epic. They're gonna probably now they're at a point where they have to like pick 3 phone calls. It's either gonna be Benjamin, Zhang Li, or Tubepa. I'm pretty sure he's gonna pick up Benjamin's because he's the first prince. I would say he should pick up Benjamin's. But on top of the 3 phone calls, 1 visitor, which gets chosen first, is a matter of life and death. So I'm guessing whoever gets picked first lives and the other 2 die. Maybe something like that. I don't know. It's a declaration of war at one point. And I don't think I think Kurapika's gonna make the right decision because Kurapika's a fucking badass and always picks the right choice. But I do think that at least 1 or 2 princes is gonna die next chapter. And I don't think it's gonna be Benjamin. I think Benjamin and Cedric are gonna be big threats for this entire arc. Or at least until they get to the Dark Continent. Because remember, they're still on the way to the Dark Continent. They haven't gotten there yet, and all this bullshit's happening so quickly into the chapter, like into the arc. So I mean, things are going by really fast. But at this time, this chapter was too short, dude. Fuck, man. And now we got Bobby Mana to worry about, who seems like he should be stronger in a sense because the way that they worded it, Vincent, he should be stronger than Vincent, in my opinion. But we don't know yet. But I do think he also just looks really simple, Bobby Mana. And yeah, that's never a good thing. When you look simple, you're usually good. Look at Kurapika. Kurapika is a pretty simple anime character, and look how fucking dope he is, right? But yeah, this was a really good chapter, actually. Man, I cannot wait for next week. Now we have to wait another week for another chapter, just for 20 more freaking pages of this goodness. But it is good, and it is Togashi, and it is Hunter x Hunter, and we will love it regardless, right? So that's if you're a real fan, in my opinion, right? And yeah, this shit's just getting good, man. I just need it. I need it already. Get to the Dark Continent, though. That's what I want. I want that more than anything, as I can care less about this little mini arc. I want them to get to the Dark Continent already. This is going to be like the on my way to Dark Continent arc, and I just want the Dark Continent arc here and there and right now, and I just want to see it so bad. So bad. I want to see Beyond Netero's and Parison's Nen powers. I want to see so many people's Nen powers. I want to see Hanzo's. I want to see the guy who taught Kurapika's Nen. I forgot his name, but him. I want to see some of the random troops that Hisoka's supposed to go versus soon, you know. I want to see some of their Nen powers we haven't seen, like the guy who has a sword, Nobunaga, his power we haven't seen yet, right? So I want to see his Nen power, and I don't know, man. Hunter x Hunter's got me so excited right now, dude. Like, there's so many possibilities, but at the same time, you know, we have to wait a week to find out for 20 more slides, and we might not get what we want. I mean, I'm hoping, you know, I'm praying that Togashi gives us a lot of slides. I mean, a lot of chapters this time, and not just 10 and then disappears for another year. That would piss me off to no avail. It piss everybody off, right? Because everyone loves Togashi's work. But this time, I'm confident. Togashi, you're watching this video right now. I'm speaking directly to you, man. Make more chapters, bro. You will become, and you will make everyone happy, and we will support you, and we will support the work, you know? Just do us a favor, man. Just make more chapters. That's all I'm asking. And with that being said, I cannot wait for next week's chapter. This chapter was really good. We finally got to see Bill in action. We haven't seen his Nen power yet, but we saw him in action. Without Nen power, he just covered himself in Nen auras to not take the bullets. and he's cool, and he's dope, and he's fucking helping. He's gonna die. Guarantee he's gonna die before the end of the arc, though. But we'll see. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed, feel free to hit it with the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and catch you guys next week in Hunter x Hunter Chapter 365. Peace out, guys.